Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon. Listeners, it's me Sulaiman Ben Sware, coming on a brief Facebook Live. Today is Monday. Is it Monday? I'm not quite sure actually, but I believe, today is Monday the 16th of May 2022. The time is just gone 46 minutes past 2 in the afternoon in Birmingham, England. Thank you. Let me just share this video. We share this video and the program will start. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Walaikum salam. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. I'm just coming here briefly to lend a voice in advocating for the dead bodies left at the mortuary in a freezer container. Some of those bodies have been there over 5 years, and estimate over 5 years. And I'm lending a voice to the leadership that a sister have to Kine Jangsala and her team, and they asked for support. They have taken leadership. They have engaged stakeholders. They have tried everything. After they found what they have found at the mortuary, that there are over 40 bodies, estimate 40 bodies are not been buried, and most of them are not identified, and some of them have been there for over 5 good years. And understanding, I've watched someone send me the video of the appeal and asked me to lend a voice, and I'm doing that now. I'm asking every other Gambian or any other person that have a voice or can do anything possible to reach out to the stakeholders, to add their voice, and to ask for these actions to be taken swiftly. If the dead cannot be given dignity, further exposes a country we are in, what sort of country we are in, to the extent that we cannot even take care of our dead. And we're supposed to be in peacetime. We're supposed to be a progressive country. We're supposed to be a Muslim country, or we're supposed to be a country of believers. Let me put it that way. You're supposed to be a country of Muslims and Christians, country of believers. But if we are so much disorganized or distracted to extent that the dead cannot be given dignity, that's another wake-up call to Gambians. But as I am saying, just explain a background of what have transpired here. I remember some time ago, I saw the lady Kinejang Sala made an appeal. I think while she was in the Gambia or before going to Gambia, but I have seen her appeal in the Gambia, and I have seen a lot of people, especially women, came to the forefront, outraged because of the condition of our mortuary. This is a mortuary under the Edward Francis Small Hospital, teaching hospital, in the capital city of the Gambia, in that condition. A hospital that meant to have a management board, a hospital visited by thousands, a hospital visited by different people from every corner of the country, a mortuary serving the entire nation for that matter, because I mean bodies can I mean there might be many reasons that I mean that someone might be there. You might live in Basse but end up your body might be ending up in Banjul. This is not an isolated. Should be a flagship hospital. This was the condition, and Kine Jeng Sala and team took up the leadership and showed outrage, and they went out there, organized themselves, asked for support, donations, and they rehabilitated the mortuary. And according to Kine Jeng's narrative yesterday, it was during that process someone who works at the mortuary, probably a caretaker, who really had concern, approached her and explained what the problems are, that we have even more severe problems than what you guys have found. It's like having a corner and keeping everything. I don't want to use keeping dirt, but that's something as if those bodies are dirt, keeping them in a corner. And because of the concerns of this person, she went and viewed. I'll tell you, if she did not say that she went and saw what she have seen, I would not have believed it. If anyone just called me from Gambia and said, can you advocate for this, I would not have done it. Because I would not have believed this is in existence. I would not have believed this is in existence. And the reason is, I'm going to count the oversights we have to take care of this. How did we fail? How did we fail? Now, Kine saw what was actually true to what the person said to her, that probably almost 50 bodies were left. They did not rot, but we know that even keeping those bodies in the freezer, they are not resting. They're not resting. They deserve dignity. They deserve religious rights. If we can identify them, if we can't, we can innovate to get the two main religions to give prayers to the dead of unknown, the ones we cannot trace their families. And this is what they found. But they tried, using all channels that they have, try to appeal to the stakeholders for something to be done about this. And according to her, they got frustrated now because nothing has been done since I don't know when, but probably over a year. They have tried to get, to try to make sense out of this, someone to see sense out of this. But not only that, people have neglected their duty to the dead, but now even that they have been alerted, the spotlight has been put on it, now they even ignore those dead. And I tell you, they would not have wished that for any of their family members. And I tell you, they would have even buried their dogs. But where's that empathy? Where's that religion we belong to, being Christians and Muslims? Where's that empathy that we should give? Where's the humanity that should be in every human, regardless? It's not only that it's your job. This is a moral duty to every person to treat everyone right, especially when they're normal. But that's the standard that our country have gotten to. This is something that we should be really worried about. They used the right approach. When they found a problem, they became the solution by helping the mortuary, tidy up the mortuary, fix some structures, brought in materials to help people to able to be taken care of. Because you have to remember, some dead bodies might be, most dead bodies actually are there from people people who are from very disadvantaged backgrounds, traveling from kilometers away from where they are, who probably have gone through years of trying to heal that person. They haven't got resources and anything. They came out and tried to help these things, be able to support, give support where it's right. And they went again avoiding, not to even to be seen as politicizing something or criticizing something, but they were progressive in trying to discriminate, trying to get something done, without even raising the alarm. But now they're frustrated, they ask for help. That's why I'm here today. And I hope if any Gambian hears this, would do something. Either pass on this message or reach out to. Because of people responsibility, people who are responsible are our people. Are our husbands, our wives, our sisters, our brothers, our uncles. These are the people responsible. These are not aliens. To reach out to them, to ask them to do the right thing. To find that dignity in them. And give dignity to those lying down there. So that they will find, and we pray that the rest of, they will have a, they have a rest in, they will rest in peace, because right now they are not. In all religions, we know that the souls will not rest if they are not given the dignified burial. The responsibility of citizens. This is about responsibility of citizens. This is responsibility of human beings. Even if we have found dead body anywhere, as human beings, we have responsibility to the dead. From notifying authorities, if that is possible, to ensuring from when we found the body to when the body is taken care of, to wherever we have shown respect, we have shown empathy, and to give dignity to that body. If we have found that body unclothed, we'll try and put clothes over that body. If we are to take the shirts off our back and give the modesty to the body to go on, that's what human beings are expected of. Now imagine the central hospital, flagship hospital should be everything. There should be a policy guideline. What to do? How long should we? What if there should be a policy to tell them that if we found a body, or if a body was brought to us, what do we do? How do we take care of this? How long do we? Who do we notify? How do we try to trace this? These are things that, there's nothing like being an expert on that. These are common sense, especially in an establishment, medical establishment, a national establishment. This should be standing. There should be standing operational procedures guiding them on this. But just as a human being, there's already something to guide us, and our empathy would have just kicked in, and we would have known what to do. And I bet that this have never happened in the First Republic. But you see, this is the feelings that we have. Now, the stakeholders, I am going to name some. There might be even more, but the stakeholders start from the citizen, and this is where where we are today. That as we find out, as we just find out what we should do, what should we do? As citizens, we ask ourselves, we are stakeholders, regardless of where we are. You get this information right now. Ask yourself, what should I do? Share? Might be the list for you to do. Do you know someone to speak to? Part of the stakeholders who can do something? Is something, if you can, something else that you can do. But there are people mandated by our constitution, people mandated by the organization that they belong to do something, people mandated by societal positions they are. And as I'm saying here, I might miss some, but let's start from the citizens, as I said, what we should do. Next, it's the authority itself, the management and the board of directors for Edward Francis Small Hospital. Do you know anyone that works at the hospital? Do you know anyone at the position of authority at the hospital? Do you know any member of the board of directors at the Edward Francis Small Hospital? If you know, then it becomes your responsibility to tell them, to appeal to them to find the human dignity. They find their conscience, and to make sure their authority or is used to the used in the right manner. If you know the spokesperson of the hospital, get him to make sure he passes the message on to the management. I am quite sure that the people watching here or people going to listen to this, there will be thousands or hundreds that would know these authorities that should be managing the hospital. The ministry that the hospital is under, that have oversight responsibility to make sure the ministry, that the hospital runs well, that the Minister of Health. You see the failings of our healthcare delivery system. Imagine when we had COVID, we thought the dead bodies are mounting. Just imagine. We didn't know that actually this part of that space that we went on getting containers because of years, they have never. They just fail in managing every aspect of the hospital. Every aspect of that hospital is not working. Now, the ministry, we people here knows who the minister is. People would be listening to this, would have the number for the minister, would be a relative of the minister, would be friend to the minister, or would be friend to the minister, or relative, or friend to a relative of the minister, and the ministry itself, and the people under that ministry. It's your responsibility, it's our duty to tell them to find the consent and do the right thing. We have the hospital located in the city of Banjul. The entire residents of Banjul today, if anyone knows any residents in Banjul today, there should be an outrage. An outrage. The entire nation, there should be outrage, especially the Banjul. And what that means is the leadership in Banjul. From the municipality of Banjul, BCC, to the Council of Elders in Banjul, to the youth leaders in Banjul, every kind of leadership in Banjul today should be on outrage. And we all know all these people. Then if we, as citizens, do our bit, after getting here, finding it out here, and give support now, is to get to all these people to use their authority, use their influence, to find it in them that they should not just be walking past the hospital, knowing that this is what is happening there. There are bodies that are not resting. We pass the graveyards and pray for them. How can we pray for those that we don't know they are dead? We expect the other stakeholders, the Banjul Council of Elders, especially the Supreme Islamic Council, because majority of them, the people there, are Muslims. But again, we still appeal to our Christian family and the Christian Council to lend a voice. There might be few. And I don't know, it's not about even whether Christians are there or not. I know what Christianity says about the death and the moral values that they uphold, and the leadership they should uphold in society. I am asking and appealing for every Christian, every Muslim to reach out to this leadership, be the Christian Council, be the Islamic, Gambia Supreme Islamic Council, to do the right thing, to pick up that phone and call the authorities and make sure something is done now. To the members of parliament of Banjul, members of parliament of the nation, if you don't get up now, that will be a shame for your political future. Not only your conscience as a human being, or a citizen, a human being for that matter, but a politician to hear this and not have outrage and make sure something is done about this. And that's the, I'm talking about the entire National Assembly, but especially those in Banjul. Especially those in Banjul. Someone is asking what's happening in Banjul. It's about the dead bodies left in a freezer, over 40, about 50. These dead bodies have been in the freezer. I'm just repeating this for people that came in late. Some of these bodies are left in the freezer for over 5 years. Most of them are not identified. And the issue came forward due to Kine Sala and her team, most of them women and some men, that raise up when they find out the condition of the Banjul mortuary. And I repeat, the Banjul mortuary is not for Banjul. The Banjul mortuary is a national mortuary that gathers where people from any corner of the country and might find themselves in there, and they should be taken and given dignity. It's not an isolated, and it belongs to every one of us. And the appeal is the Kine Jengsala and team, whilst they were helping to bring dignity in that environment, to make, they help by refurbishing the mortuary, they help by providing materials and moral support and financial support that is needed in that mortuary. And this is how they found out from one of the people working there that actually we have something more serious here, and they need help for the authorities to do something about this. They have a freezer that they're using, and they have over 40 to 50 bodies. They are not decomposed, but they have chain tools, and they are not rested. They need dignity. We know both in Christianity, even Christians who delayed their burial, you know that that body would still be under supervision where they're given dignity, and as soon as it's possible, they will do something to ensure that the body is buried properly and is paid for. But imagine again for Muslims who have a command to make sure bodies are buried as soon as possible. And that's why it's important for us to raise this. This is what it's about. We move on to the Ministry of Interior by the Oversight Authority, Ministry for the police, because the police too have a role, because there's a procedure. Some of these bodies were found, they needed to be processed. Again, there should be a standing procedure. There should be a law that governs how the bodies that are found not identified be dealt with. There should be a guiding policy to what they do. As I said, I'm not here to explain that policy, but I am sure there is. There cannot be a hospital, mortuary that doesn't have that policy. How do they make people aware? What do we do? What time frames should it take? Then what should be done and what should be, how the rest should be, the information should be kept for in case a later date someone, needed to be identified or someone is found to be notified that was he is here or there, your relative who was buried, or this is how they've been taken care of. This is an issue that we need to give our support, and just to give it a bit summary of what this is all about. I don't want it to be long. For people that come in late, or to just remind us, we are doing an appeal, and I'm lending a voice to the leadership that came out, the leadership that's out there supporting, trying to help to give dignity to our dead. And this group is led by Kinejeng Sala and many other ladies and some men, mainly ladies, some men that took the leadership and saw what happened at the mortuary in Banjul, and probably I had some other mortuaries where I've been looked after, but this specifically for Banjul. And when they find out the condition that mortuary was, they came out and appealed for support. And the support they received, as always Gambians do. That's the thing I always have talk about Gambians. People supported them, and they managed to tidy up the place and make the place better. But again, got supplies of materials and things that needed to take care of the bodies in the mortuary, and they did that. And during this process of interaction with the workers there, it was made known to them that actually they have a bigger problem, and these are people taking care of this to say that we have a bigger problem. There's a container in the corner somewhere there that we are abandoning people in. And some of these bodies have been there over 5 years. Most of these bodies are not identified. And it's over 40, almost 50 bodies in there. Can you help? And they tried to help. They tried to help by approaching the stakeholders. They did everything until they were exhausted. They wanted us to come out and support. They call out for journalists, they call out activists to do something about it, to come out and speak. Hence, this is not, yes, the buck will stop with the government, but we have to start holding accountability to the several stakeholders, from the especially Islamic Supreme Islamic Council to the management and the board of directors of the hospitals. Let's go on. There are so many oversights that have failed. But the Minister of Health completely failed. What would be the explanation? Did they not know about it? How can they not know about it? Or they knew about it. Why is it so that some bodies are there over 5 years? What is the policy guideline? Have they tried? No, it's not implemented. Nothing been implemented. That tells you we are completely disarray. If we cannot take care of they give dignity to the dead. In the time of war, we have seen Ukrainians finding decomposed bodies, trying to identify those decomposed bodies, even the bodies of their enemy, to repatriate those bodies. And look at the country, Gambia. We call it a country of believers, Christians and Muslims, country of this, country of empathy and everything. Is it because we don't know the person? Do we call that empathy? Do we call that humanity? What is expected of humans? If you found a body today, you have a responsibility to that body until the competent authority come and take it over. As I explained, from the moment you found the body, the way you found the body, you will not disturb the body. If you are aware of the law, you should not disturb the body, because they might, you don't want to interfere and contaminate the, if any evidence needed to be picked up from there. But one thing you can do is, if that body is not decent, what you do is even take your own shirt and give it modesty and cover where that needed to be covered. For women we know, and for men we know. For women, the two parts that needed to be covered, to be covered, and for men, one part that needed to be covered, At least that's the minimum, and then try and inform authorities, because it might be a crime. See. Now, imagine, what should a hospital do? What's the guideline? Now, the hospital have failed, completely failed. Now, what are the other oversights onto the hospital do? The Ministry of Health should do. Now, what about the Islamic, Supreme Islamic Council? Because majority out there would be Muslims. But again, our Christian denominations, the Christian Council, because of that moral position they have in society. And it goes on. Now, if all, it comes out to the public, now what is expected of the citizens of Banjul? What's expected of the authority of Banjul? That's been the mayors and the Banjul City Council. What is expected of them now? They know about it now. If they did not know, we're telling them. And I'll tell you, they know. They have, now it's gone viral. And that's why we need this to go viral, so that they can be held accountable. It's not been politicized. This is about holding accountability to us as a society and the stakeholders. The police, they know about it now. They know about it before anyway, because they, when people are injured, in certain circumstances, the medical service will tell you, I'm not going to touch you if the police did not come. Now, we know that there's no dead body that will be kept in the mortuary, and the condition of death was not ascertained. Until the hospital knows why this body is here, they will not keep that body. If they have found a body that they cannot explain, or someone brought a body that they cannot explain, they will ask they will call the police. Then the police is aware of their presence. And some said some of these bodies, again, it's not clear, might be some people from 30th December. Who from 30th December, we don't know. Because we know the families of 30th December, some of them have found their listen, but probably some not. I'm not talking about because we know some of the bodies were accounted for, but look, we live in, it was the dark times. But it seems we are not out of the dark times, because we haven't, these things haven't been resolved. These are the things that needed to be resolved. Thank you very much, guys. I hope we share this information, and not only just to share the video or an audio once the audio comes out. It's a matter of adding our voice, talking to people that we know, who can do something, people on the ground, people in the BCC, people at the hospital, people at the ministry, people with the political oversights we have, members of parliaments and others. Call them, ask them to do something. And we'll be happy to hear that by Friday or tomorrow there's a statement out. There's a statement out to say that this is what we're going to happen now. We're going to process this. We're going to apply the guidelines. And that's what we expect. Thank you very much, guys. And please share and we follow up and do what we expected as citizens and human beings, for that matter, as human beings, on this issue. Thank you.